Creating Intergenerational Communities Toolkit embodies the core principles of intergenerational work. It helps deliver higher quality outcomes at every stage of planning, delivering and developing sustainable relational programmes.
Following my training with CIC, planning and delivering activities has dramatically changed. First of all, we met with the young people and we discussed what we were going to do in relation to the men's shed. We did a baseline with the young people and we had a prep session around their expectations, their fears and their perceptions. And then following each session, we had written observations around what we seen, the interactions between the men and the young people, and also evaluations from the young people. And then as colleagues, we sat down and we reflected on how we could make our activities with the men and young people better each week.
The initiative presented an opportunity to break down barriers, promote positive engagement and foster a sense of belonging across the age groups, both the younger groups and older groups.
There is mutual teaching and learning across the generations. The young people benefit from being able to work with Mick and the other men, and they've learned practical woodwork skills and experience using a range of tools.
When we let them use the first machine that would scare them or scare anybody else, you're really telling them, I trust you. It's a positive. Yes, I trust you. You have common sense. So straight away, you've started with something that they never would have dreamt that they're coming in to do in the first place.
When I reflect on the intergeneration activity, I think about, does everyone feel included in the activity? Was the space appropriate? And did it break down barriers for each generation?
The generosity shown by Mick and the other men have made it a real safe space for our young people to feel accepted and acknowledged.
The relationship with the men's shed has definitely deepened, and one of the things we did was a fundraising event in the centre which some of the men came into, and as a direct result of that then all of our staff and all of our young people now have a better understanding of the men's shed. And I think if it's a staff team, we've really seen the impact that the men have on the community, and that's why we wanted to fundraise for them.
We do have plans for the men to come down into our centre, into our environment, and let our young people impart their skills. Things around IT, maybe cookery or a little bit of exercise.
The interaction's actually been brilliant because it's been good for everybody to try and pass on maybe skills. Far more important to do it with the young ones. It's going to be far more beneficial. The men, they never dreamt that by coming in and helping young fellas or teaching their usual take on young ones. You get 2 or 3 young ones stand together. What are they up to? They're up to no good. A run-of-the-mill type of an attitude, which is completely wrong.
Reading through both the observations and the evaluations, it's clear the skills that have been developed, but it's also the perceptions have changed and the barriers have been broken down, because in their baselines at the end, the young people did say that they can learn from the men, but really importantly, they feel that the men can learn from them.
Being part of the CIC project has had a lot of unexpected outcomes, a lot of which have been really, really positive. One of the main ones is that for our young people, they can take the experience from the maid shed back down into our centre, and we have been able to fit it into our curriculum. A lot of our young people are now doing modules on community development and personal development, which is working towards a larger piece of work in our centre. Another outcome that has been unexpected is feeling part of a larger community. We have been able to take part in network meetings and getting to meet lots of other people that are doing these intergenerational projects and hearing about successes, and if we have any issues, being able to access that support from them.
I would encourage other intergenerational practitioners to use the version of the toolkit and training. The structured guidance for best practice has enhanced the quality and impact of the activities. The toolkit provides clear framework for planning, facilitating and evaluating IG activities and ensuring the activities are meaningful and sustainable.
The toolkit gave me the confidence because it was so in-depth. We used it to ensure that there was a clear structure. We engaged with Mick. Mick had clear structure of each of the sessions, and there was also progression throughout the week. So if I hadn't had the toolkit, I wouldn't have had the knowledge, the understanding, and therefore the confidence to do any of that.
It helps fostering understanding, respect and collaboration in a way that benefits both the younger people and the older adults.